Jaromir Jagr, but of U.S. bankruptcy judge Bernard Markovits, who could be the Maple Leafs' best friend if this series goes 7. Penguins looking for the 3-1 advantage in the igloo where there's a leak in the roof. First period, no score. Sylvain Cote can't clear it off the glass. Jagr gathers and scores. Fourth of the playoffs, 1-0 Penguins. Second period, Cujo keeping the Leafs in it. Jagr bearing down on him, and Curtis Joseph stones him. He had 9 saves through 2 periods, did Cujo. And it paid off as Tom Barrasso stops Lonnie Bahanos' shot. Matt Sundin picks up the rebound, 4th of the year, game tied at 1. Third period off the face-off. Jagr can't clear the zone. Steve Thomas gathers, finds Sundin, who finds Bahanos. Booyah! I say that because it's only precedence. I never heard that in a hockey highlight before. Leafs up 2-1. Martin Straka, minutes later, his backhander stopped by Cujo, but Brad Waronka is there. Waronka's first of the playoffs, ties the game at 2. We go into extra ice time. In overtime, Tomas Kaberle fires from the point. Tom Barrasso, it trickles past him, and there's Sergei Berezin for the slam dunk and the winner. Leafs win 3-2 in overtime, tie the series at 2. Game 5 is Saturday in Toronto. The Leafs outshot the Penguins 30-14 and improved to 3-2 on the road in these playoffs. Martin Straka, 1 assist, 14 points in the playoffs, leads all Eastern Conference players, but the Maple Leafs have tied this thing up at 2.
There was an awful lot of pressure tonight. We needed tonight's game. Tonight's game was probably the most important game of the series for us. We've been pretty successful at home, and it's nice to get back home and be in front of our fans and go after it then.
More Stanley Cup playoff action.
Before we talk about the Pens and Leafs in Game 3 of their series, a note of stark reality. Pens goalie Tom Barrasso has learned that his father is suffering from a malignant brain tumor. The cancer was diagnosed during the New Jersey series, and Tom Sr. is being treated in Boston. Barrasso's daughter is also a cancer victim and a cancer survivor. A gamer that he is, Barrasso took off from practice yesterday to be with his family, but was back standing between the pipes tonight. We, of course, all pray for Dad and applaud the son's courage. Now to the game, and there is a man with a lot of things on his mind other than hockey, you believe that. First period, Jaromir Jagr skates around the back of the net and scores the goal. The Pens fired up for their teammate, perhaps inspired by his plight. Second period, same score, the Leafs pushing it up ice. Sundin ends up with it and beats Barrasso to tie the game at 1. Now the third, still tied. Leafs with a puck in the Pens' end. Watch the passing in front. Sundin finding Lonnie Bahanos in front for the goal, 2-1 Leafs. 1 minute and 47 seconds later, though, Martin Straka skates behind the net, tries to wrap around. Cujo can't gather it in, and Ron Renka is able to red light it. So we're tied at 2 and headed to overtime. In the overtime, Sergei Berezin hits the post, but moments later, Berezin knocks in the loose puck for the game winner as the Maple Leafs come away with the 3-2 victory. The Leafs tying the series at 2 all in dramatic fashion. Sundin with a goal and an assist. Cujo only had to make 12 saves. Game 5 in Toronto on Saturday. Colorado feeling
has had a lot of intrigue, not a lot of physical intensity, but it has been entertaining, especially the play of Jaromir Jagr. He truly is dangerous every time he touches the puck, with 9 points in 6 playoff games. He won the Penguins Game 3, not the off-ice officials. Thursday night, the Leafs were trying to do what they had done all season long, and that was showing an innate ability to bounce back. Jaromir Jagr doing fine with the sore groin. 3 points in Game 3, including the tying goal. First period, he catches the Leafs D napping. Sylvain Cote's pass gobbled up by Jagr. He scores. 5 minutes in, it's 1-0 Pens, not the start that Pat Quinn had in mind. Later, Leafs sloppy again. Cujo out of the net. Matthew Barnaby goes to Robert Lang with an open net, and he fans on it. We go to the second period. Pens looking for more. Jagr breaks free. Cujo gets a piece of it at the other end. The Leafs looking to tie the game up. Alexander Karpatsev with a shot. It's stopped by Barrasso. Steve Thomas, he was stoned as well. The Leafs wondering when the first one will come. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the frame. Lonnie Bahanos carries in. His shot is stopped. The rebound goes to Matt Sundin. He bangs it home. We are tied at 1. We go to the third. Pens try to clear. Steve Thomas, great play at the line to keep it in. To Sundin, to Bahanos. He scores. It's 2-1 Toronto. But just under 2 minutes later, Pens with the pressure. Brad Waronka cruises in from the point, bangs in the Robert Lang pass We're all tied up. Late stages of the third. Yager with a chance for the Pens. He comes out of the corner. The wrist shot is stopped by Cujo, albeit barely. We go to overtime. Opening minutes, Thomas Kaberla with a point shot. It's deflected. The puck squirts loose. Sergei Berezin, a gift. He bangs it home. Leafs win it in overtime. And what would this series be without a video replay? Here's one more look. No phantom goal here. Sergei Berezin puts it away. Pat Quinn with a huge sigh of relief. This was a big one. The Maple Leafs win it 3-2 in overtime. That was Berezin's first goal of the series, as it now shifts back to Toronto for Game 5 on Saturday, currently tied at 2. Marty Straka with 1 assist. He has 14 points in the playoffs. The Leafs outshot the Pens 30-14, including 12-4 in the third period. With more, here is David Amber.
60 minutes of inspired hockey by the Maple Leafs was rewarded 2 minutes into overtime when Sergei Berezin put a rebound into an empty net. A hungry Leaf team outshot, outchanced, and outplayed the Pens, and are relieved the series is now tied at 2.
It's actually my first overtime goal, and it feels great. But it was an easy one, actually. I passed the puck from the corner to defenseman. He shot the puck, and I went right to the net. The puck was learned for me there, and even my son won't miss this one.
We played well again the other night, but tonight we were good again. But, you know, in the playoff hockey, you just never know what's going to happen. Goaltender can steal it for you, or you can miss your chances. But tonight we were fortunate, and we got a nice rebound goal and it counted.
We got to definitely get more shots on net, and I think we had a lot directed at the net, but I think a lot missed. And I think we got to make sure we're hitting the net and getting bodies to the net when we have a chance.
The battle within the battle showcased Jaromir Jagr versus Matt Sundin. The team's two top lines faced each other all night, collecting the bulk of the scoring chances and most of the goals. Clearly, Game 4 goes to the Leafs' top line. They held Jagr to 4 shots on net while scoring the first 2 goals on Pittsburgh.
I think it's a good matchup for us. I don't mind it. It's a lot better for our line to play that way. It feels like I shouldn't say it probably for the next game, but it works out well. I think it gives us some chances.
I think all series, it's mostly me and Yanni's job to shut down that top line, and right now, they're getting their points, so that's not good. And we got to figure it out and straighten it out and shut them down. We've been doing that all year. I think we're second in the league with wins and 1-goal games this year, and we had a real good overtime record. So we had a lot of good positives from the regular season to carry over to the playoffs, and we really brought those out tonight and reminded ourselves what got us here.
So the Leafs now head home with all the momentum and the series tied at 2. Toronto will have the home ice advantage for what has now become a best-of-3 series, but in the 99 playoffs, home ice has been anything but an advantage. The road team has won more than 50% of the games played so far in the playoffs. At the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, David Amber for SportsDesk.